Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
Welcome to another edition of the Rick Castellano Show. Why am I so happy? Because Great Granny, 105 years old, still making the best iced ginger ale this side of the Yogi Finoki. Excuse me a second while I indulge. Scrumptious. Speaking of scrumptious, did I mention one of my all-time favorites and my new favorite because newly remodeled, the all-new Charbroil House. What types of things do they have on the menu? Well, Castellano could read. I'll read it to you. Let's see. We have coconut shrimp, chicken wings, mozzarella sticks. Those are just appetizers. I'm ready to start appetizing. Fresh beer-battered haddock, fish fries. Steaks, USDA choice, strip, Delmonico, barbecue ribs, pulled pork, half chicken, barbecue chicken. Folks, I'm starting to get hungry. Fried clam strips, coconut shrimp. Oh, delicious. What else we got here? Oscar's sausage platter, Oscar's cheeseburger platter, Oscar's ground platter. Where's Oscar now? I'm looking for him. Well, anyways, folks, go to the all-new Charbroil House. Say hello to my buddy, the owner, Dave Palumbo, and tell him Rick sent you. The Charbroil House. Okay, producer. The guy's always buttoning. I'm not done talking yet. Did I mention they also serve breakfast? What kind of stuff do they have on anything? Big breakfast? Breakfast special? That's me. Mom's frittata. Oh, wow. 2 for $2. Steak and eggs. Producer, you go there, you'll have a glass of water. That's all you're getting, unless you make some deal with Dave. Who knows? He may want to be on your show. I certainly don't. Anyway, the Charbroil House. The all-new Charbroil House. Now on to business. You know what? I told you I was in a good mood. Castellano fibbed just a little. Wait a minute. Let me put the menu away. I don't want to disrespect the Charbroil House. Go over here, buddy. Okay. Now, on to business. This just happened, folks. Castellano's going to take his time. He's going to tell you, and I want you to be the judge. Terrible places around town. Do not go to. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Where? We give the exact address. I don't know if it's Buffalo or Spencerport Road. Oh, it's Spencerport Road, Gates, New York. Spencerport Road, Gates, New York. Well, anyways, I had a horrible time there these last several days. Why? Castellano used a routine. I frequent the place with both my vehicles. If I borrow my mom's vehicle or something, I take it there too because I'm lazy. I like to sit in the car and let them serve me, take care of my oil change, rotate my tires. I read the newspaper, whatever. Boom, I'm in and out. Cost a couple more bucks in some of these places, these fly-by-night places. But Castellano doesn't like to waste time. He likes to get things done in and out. A funny thing happened on the way to the forum. Okay. Excuse me a second, I gotta wet my palate because I'm leaving nothing out. I'm gonna tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because I said I was gonna do this, folks. I told them I was gonna do it, but they wanted to call my bluff. Okay. I went there on June 19th. Castellano went there to get his car done, to get an oil change and a tire rotation, like he usually does, on time. Castellano's in the bay, and a young woman, I don't know her name, don't need to, she was fine, at least I think. She said, well, sir, we're offering all kinds of services, and you could save money since you saved on your oil change. You used a coupon. You must be frugal, and well, I could save you on this, and I could save you on that, and I'll tell you what she saved me on. I could get you a radiator FID replacement. I don't know what FID replacement means, but anyways, Maxi Life antifreeze coolant, 12 quarts, I think, or quantity, $89.99 minus $18. That's what the minus $18 discount that they're going to give me. Did you need this service, Castellano? No. Sounded like, you know what? I just bought a brand new car, the Castellano car. You may see in a future episode, who knows? And I was going to want to get 2 more years out of my other car if it was a winter car. So, okay. I'm a sucker for deals. You know, save me $18, I'll try it. Oh! Mind you, I got to say this next thing. We're going to go off on a tangent for a second here. But it's on the paper, so I got to be factual. I got to stick to the show. Next generation green Maxi Life oil change. It's normally more expensive, but if you take it this month, you get it for the same price as what you normally pay for normal oil. Now, you know what? Castellano, you're one of those green guys that cares about the environment. I do, but I don't believe in global warming, and I don't believe in any hogwash. The only reason I took it, because I could have it for the same price as normal, as the regular oil change would cost. So I said, okay, I'll try it. But next time, put me down. Don't give me automatically, give me the more expensive next to green oil change. I want the usual one, not the cheap one. I get it. I have to keep the warranty in my vehicle. I have to get a good oil change. So I usually get the good oil. Mind you, just thought I'd stick that in there because total facts. Then I got the extra oil char, front drift fluid replacement, Valvoline Sin Power 75 W90 gear oil, $59 minus a $12 discount. So it was $59 after the $12 discount. Then rear drift fluid replacement. Folks, never even heard of this. But I did it anyways because Castellano, I'm going to save $12. I'll try it. Okay. Fuel system cleaning. You get better gas mileage. You get better gas mileage. I was like, price of gas with old Dumbo, raising, doesn't want to drill, doesn't want the pipeline, doesn't want nothing. You know what? I get better gas mileage. I'll try it. So I had a fuel system cleaning. Okay. Fuel system cleaning, $69. Wow. Vehicle light replacement. I did need a little light bulb in the rear, I guess. Air filter replacement and tire rotation. Total value of my bill, $370.33. $370.33. Castellano usually spends anywhere from $60 to $90, depending on what I need that time. But I spent a small fortune figuring, let me get 2 more years out of my other car as a winter car. Now that I got a nice brand new car. Anyway, everything's fine and dandy. Castellano's also a little frugal because Simmons Rockwell, a dealership that I bought this vehicle from, well, they were supposed to sell me the warranty. I wanted an extended warranty, 6-year, 100,000 mile warranty, but instead they sold me some rust-proof for life type of thing. Where the only reason I'm going on a tangent in this story because it adds, it'll explain where I'm coming from real quick. But I might as well tell the story too because I'm a little mad about that, but not so because it ended up working out for me. Anyway, they sold me another thing that I didn't want: a lifetime warranty on rust. So I had a fuel tank problem in my car. After, like 36,000 miles or something like that, I go, wow, good thing I'm under warranty. Excuse me, sir, you're not under warranty. It cost me like $500-600. It wasn't under warranty. Why? You didn't buy the extended warranty, sir. You bought the lifetime rust. Now, mind you, I own a car wash, so I probably don't need, a lifetime rust. But anyway, so I had to pay $500-600 for a valve control inside the gas tank, so I could read whether I got a full or empty tank. But guess what, folks? A year or two later, little surface rust showed inside a couple of the doors, driver's door, passenger door, just a little. Castellano isn't a glutton for punishment. I called up. They repaired it. Sophia Collision. Now I'm talking about good places and bad places. Sophia Collision, A1. Both times these people serviced me. And you know what? There's a gentleman named Tony. I even remembered his name. That's how much he impressed me. A1 service, excellent job, beautiful work. That's why I went back to him a second time. Of course, I was under warranty a second time. That's why I went back there and they did a good job the first time. But anyway, not only took care of a little minor surface rust, excellent job. Never seen it again. Now, decided I'm going to put this car away for the winter. I look around, I'm lifting up the hatchback, looking around. Guess what? I noticed that surface rust appeared in a couple locations. Mind you, I get like a Q-tip and I clean my car when I'm cleaning it. So you don't find old pop bottles in the back seat or Diet Ginger Ale bottles. My car is clean. So, inspecting my car before I went to put it, I found a couple other spots with surface rust. This is like a year and a half since the last time I did it. But as long as I own the car, I have a lifetime warranty. So they mess with the wrong person because I'm going to keep this car until I'm 100 years old and they're going to be paying. Anyways, brought it to Sophia's. Now this is why it goes into the story. The 19th, I had my car done at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. For 4 or 5 days, by 4 days, my car was at Sophia Collision. That I didn't drive it. Now, I drive it. I live about 20, 25 miles away from work. So I drive it home from work, drive it to where I work. I work to like 4 or 5 o'clock, then I drive it home. I don't drive all over the place. So when I did drive it, bought my new car about 2 weeks ago. Been driving my new car. And 4th of July weekend, I was thinking there's going to be a lot of people around here. Do I want my new car to get any dings in it? No, it's an expensive car. Or do I want to drive my old car? If it gets a ding in it, even though there's no dings in it, it's in perfect condition, I'll drive my old car. So, drive my old car, drive back to where I live, go work out, then drive to a location I'm going to next to the Charborough house, right around the block. I didn't happen to eat there on the 4th of July, but right next to them, guys. Anyway, on the way home, I noticed that my car, there was a little light on the car. The car was overheating. Now, I didn't know it was overheating. I didn't even know what the little lights on there were because it wasn't a normal overheating light. So, one of my pals that I know, I call him my pal because he bailed me out of the situation because I was all worried. I didn't know what the heck was going on. And my air conditioner wasn't working properly in the car, and I don't like to sweat. Ultramark, another great person to use, another great company, buy a car from or get your car repaired. Ultramark, 137 Sykes Street, Rochester, New York, 303-6457. Man by the name of Mark Barrett, good guy, came over and picked up my vehicle from me with another person that worked at his shop to see what was wrong with it. I didn't even have to go there myself. Came up and got it for me because he seen I was so upset and worried, but I didn't know what the heck was going on. Now, Mr. Barrett calls me on the telephone and says, Rick, your car is, I had to put like a gallon and a half of antifreeze in there. Antifreeze? Wait a minute. I just went to a couple days ago. I went to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, and they were going to do a service that's called radiator FID replacement, maxi-life antifreeze coolant, which I didn't need. I only got it because I was on the special. I've been going there for years. I never went once They never had to top it off. You go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Hey, sir, you come in. If you could check your tires, we'll, in between oil changes, we'll top off your oil. We'll add antifreeze if it needs it. We'll throw wiper fluid in. Never once did I go there, even though I was entitled to it. Never once. Excuse me a second. Like Castellano was saying, I could go anytime I want. Free tire pressure, free oil top off, free antifreeze top off, wiper fluid. Everybody needs wiper fluids, but in the wintertime. Not once in all the years of me going there, and all the cars I brought, family cars. I drive my mom's car. I know her as well. She's close to an oil change. You know what? She let me drive her car for 2 or 3 days. I got an oil change for her. You know why? That's the kind of guy I am. And where'd I go? Someplace I go quick. Oh, she needs something else. Get it done. I drive my brother's car. Go ahead. Wherever I'm in Florida, one of the cars, I go and get it done. Except, never once did they ever tell me in the lifetime I've owned this vehicle, like 5 years, did they tell me, Rick, you're leaking a little antifreeze, and you want to get a look at it, you might want to get a fluid replacement, because you know what? Castellano's not telling you the whole story. Why? Because I brought my car to the dealer every time we have our maintenance thing. You know how kind of guy Castellano is? I like to avoid problems. What do? If the maintenance is due at 10,000 miles, I go at 9,000 sometimes, or earlier. You know why? Well, okay, let's just get it done now. You know why? I don't want to have a problem with a vehicle. I don't want something to go wrong with the vehicle. So I do preventive. I get my oil changes early sometimes. Why? Even though some people say you don't have to get a change at 3,000 anymore. That's a thing of the past. It's the old guys. I still follow the rules. They don't. Because they're liars. They're scammers. Why? Now it's time for the story. Castellano was telling you a service I paid $89.99. This is the discount price plus tax. See, I don't know, it's probably close to $100. Castellano's got $100 to throw away. $100. Okay, $100. Who cares about $100? I do. I do the service. My car overheats. Guess what? I called Valvoline. Mind you, I didn't call them because I didn't know it was their problem. I just thought it was just a problem with the vehicle. I call. Well, Ultramark. Let's get a plug for Ultramark again. Ultramark said he put in two gallons. Rick, I thought you said a gallon and a half. No, that's what he put in before. I let the car run for a while, ended up needing 2 gallons. He bailed me out, took my car. He bled a couple hours labor, bled the cooling system, added antifreeze. 2 gallons of Dex Cool antifreeze. $18 a thing, $36 for the bleeding service, like $136. So I got a bill for $186. $186. Paid him. He was a man of his word. I just wanted not to be without a vehicle. And then I told him, I go, Mark, I just had this service done over at the antifreeze place. He goes, you know what, Rick? Did they burp the car the next day? I go, burp the car? Well, you got an airlock in there. Usually the next day you go there and they top it off. Did they ever do that? I go, no. Nobody ever told me about that. He goes, you better go check your receipt. Because I told him I had this service, and I go, check. Here's the receipt, folks. Guess what? 247-4940. Hello, is Jeremy there? Jeremy, I don't know if you're the guy that worked on my car, but I see you on my bill here. I got a little problem. My vehicle overheated. I saw a light. I'll explain exactly what the light is on the dash. On the left hand side of a dash was an orange light that I'd never seen before. It looked like a gas gauge. I don't know. It looked like a gas, it had like four different things, like quarter tank, half that, whatever. So I've never seen this before. Anyway, so I call after Mr. Barrett fixes the car. I call Jeremy there. Yes, I'm Jeremy. Oh, yeah. I had a vehicle. I had my vehicle there. What's your name? I told him my name, and just needed 2 gallons of antifreeze in there. What happened? I mean, what's going on? He goes, "Oh, what'd you have?" I go, "I had the rate. You know, there was some deal you had going on or something like that. There was a lady salesman, some antifreeze, a radiator flush." So he said, "Look at your receipt. Look down at the bottom under the comments section. Comments." I need my glasses. I didn't have them. Comments. I don't see nothing in comments. Look at the bottom of your page and look under comments and see that you should bring it back the next day. It says you got to bring it back the next day. And I said, there's nothing on my paper at the bottom. And he still had an attitude with me. Okay, where's your invoice number? Okay, my invoice number, folks, is the actual invoice number. Was, let me see if I can find it now. Invoice number 76599. Types it up on his computer there, and we're talking over the phone. Oh, it's not on there. Never saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir," but he did mention a couple times that you have to come the next day so they could add more to top it off. That's what he said. But once he found out that it wasn't on the comment section of my paper, all of a sudden, what me worry? I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, what? Folks, let me reiterate. Let me have another swig because now I'm getting emotional. Jeremy, I don't know his last name and I don't care. No, wait. Acevedo, who knows? Avocado, I don't care. You're treating me like crap. You know what you did? You told me that you know what the problem was. On my comments section, I'm supposed to bring the car back the next day. And once you looked at my invoice and on the comment section it wasn't there, you backtracked real quick because you don't want to take responsibility. So what happened? I said, I just want to make sure that there's no damage done to my radiator if somebody could check it. You know what? We don't have anybody here. I'll go, I want a test run. I want some pressure test. We don't do that, but we'll have a specialist here at 2 o'clock today. Oh, let's see, a Friday, 2 o'clock. I wasted 4th of July. I wasted my next day on the telephone with you for this long conversation. Then I bring it to you in the morning. Now Friday at 2 o'clock, my busy day. You want me to leave work? Of course, that's very difficult to do. And I leave and I go. I meet a gentleman, and I use the term loosely, named Larry. What me worry? Blonde-headed Larry comes in. Well, let me look at it. Little attitude. Well, at least I felt like he had a little attitude. Hand my car off. Mind you, Castellano, you don't know, Castellano broke his foot, but that story's left for another time. Anyway, had my big boot on my foot. Larry comes up after making me wait like 20 minutes under the car, to the side of the car, everything. And I just said, look, I want to make sure there's no other damage comes up. He comes to the car and goes, sir, I know what your problem is. Yeah, what is it? You're leaking antifreeze. Oh, I'm leaking antifreeze, am I? Well, I wasn't before this instance, and I wasn't. Look, well, yeah, you're leaking antifreeze, and you got several hundred miles on your sensor. I go, look it. I just bought a new car. I just had my car in the shop at Sophia Collision doing paint work. If I drove 20 miles here, then didn't drive, then drove 20 miles there, I've had another car, so it doesn't make a difference. It never had a chance to overheat because I didn't put enough miles on it. This was a car that I'm putting away for the winter. Well, you drove it a few hundred miles, your car's leaking. And I look at, if it was leaking, you say it's leaking antifreeze, I got an expensive house. If I saw 2 drops of antifreeze on my driveway, I would get my car fixed. I'd worry. If someone of my neighbors or friends came over and their car leaked antifreeze on my driveway, believe me, they'd know it because I'd notice it. So I'd get it fixed. I wouldn't let it sit there and drool on my driveway. So you're full of whatever you're full of, but I'm going to tell you one thing, Larry, You didn't want to hold up your end of the bargain. You guys were wrong. You guys were wrong. You didn't burp it. You didn't airlock it. Whatever it's called. I don't know nothing about cars. You're wrong. And then what'd you do, Lair? I said, what the F? Yeah, that's right. Castellano said a dirty word. I'm sorry. Not to you, Larry. I'm sorry to you people that I have to let you know. But I said, I got all the time in the world. Well, you could come back or you could do this. I don't got time to come back. I got a regular job. I'm not sitting home collecting a check for doing nothing, okay? Even though I got a broken foot, I'm not on disability. I'm still at work. So you want me to keep on coming back? Look, for the amount of money it's going to save me, it's not worth it. But you know what? It's the principle of the thing. Castellano doesn't like getting taken advantage of. So Larry said, when I said the big F word, I got to admit, I did say it.
Yeah, Bob.
He said he's going to call the police on me right now. I'm thinking, go ahead, do call him. But then I'm thinking, you know what? This moron, this idiot, he's just the kind of type of guy that would lie and say, like, they look at a car and they see me in a tank top or something. I just came from the gym. Oh, he threatened me. You know what? This loser might get me in trouble. So you know what I did? I left. Not because I'm a coward, but Castellano ain't got the money to shell out just for frivolous idiots. Because I said the F-bomb. Look at Larry. 4 days of my life have been wasted with this thing. Okay? Larry. And then what'd you do? I had my brother call you. And what'd you say? You said, well, we were going to give him the money, but he got so disruptive. You never mentioned the word Larry. You said that I drove too many miles, that even though it just happened a few days ago, and by your own admittance, by your own recommendations, by your own rules, you never had me come the next day for a follow-up. And I've never had problems with the stuff. Larry, you wanted me to just think that I'm just a moron that should just walk out. Well, Larry, your place sucks. I don't know what you are there, if you're a store manager or whatever, but I think you're a goof. I don't trust you. I think it's like the rest of the insurance companies and all the Wall Street people that you left-wing losers hate. Yeah, there's bad ones there. What do, Larry? You deny, and hopefully you don't have to pay it. Well, you denied to the wrong person because as a good customer, I spent literally thousands, folks, thousands. I took people's cars there just as favors, okay? And what'd you do? You tried to screw me. And then you tried to say, oh, you swore, so I'm not going to deal with you. Didn't work, Larry. Because that's right, you're on TV, folks. Did I mention this is the manager of the Spencerport Valvoline oil change, Jeremy Avocado, or Acevedo, treated me with disrespect and robbed me. Larry, well, I don't know what you are there. You're supposed to be a mechanic. I don't know what kind of... Where'd you get your thing? Were you working on jalopies and all that, the old Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon movie? First off, I'm going to tell you something, Larry. You mess with the wrong person. So, this Diet Ginger Ale isn't to you. Rick Castellano wants to tell all his fans, don't waste your time. Don't go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You know what? That's not fair to say. Don't go to the Spencerport Road Valvoline Instant Oil Change because they are damn crooked. How do I know this? I've experienced it. You're watching the Rick Castellano Show. Tune in each and every week, and you're going to hear more of this. And hopefully, it doesn't happen to me. Hey, Lair, how's it feel, old buddy? Jeremy!